TunePocket.com. TunePocket.com.
Welcome to the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. And let's not waste no more time. So, misconceptions about suicide. Okay. People who take their own lives are selfish. They didn't think about how it would affect others. Okay. That's one of the misconceptions about suicide. But people who die by suicide are using it as a last resort. They do consider how it will affect others, and that often keeps them from pushing through longer. Okay. But sometimes the pain just becomes too much. They were suffering and couldn't see another option at the time. Okay. And if you remember, I mentioned a couple of weeks before about how Kevin Hines, the guy who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and attempted to end his life by suicide. Kevin Hines said the second he jumped, he regretted it. Okay. The second he jumped off that Golden Gate Bridge, he regretted it. So then, as he jumped from the Golden Gate Bridge, I believe he said he was hoping he would stay alive because he regretted that he jumped. Okay, so, but he did survive. Survive. People who say they are suicidal are only doing it to get attention. They won't actually do it. But the truth is, people who say they are suicidal will often attempt and sometimes die from suicide. It is important to always take someone seriously when they mention suicidal ideation. It doesn't matter even if they're joking. No, I still take it seriously. Even if you're not entirely serious about it, I'm still going to take it seriously. Okay? I'm still going to take it seriously. Okay? Make sure to listen to them, validate their feelings, and assess their safety. People often bring it up as a cry for help, even if proposed as a joke. All suicidal statements should be taken seriously. Talking about suicide with someone increases their chances of acting on their thoughts. But the truth is, talking about suicide doesn't make someone more inclined to harm themselves. Actually, it's a relief. On the contrary, they can help them process their feelings and get the help they can so they can feel better. Never hesitate to start a conversation if you are worried about someone. That's why I'm always saying, let's have real conversations. Be the voice. Talk saves lives. 9888 HOPE. People who are really suicidal will find a way. It won't help to try and stop them. But the truth is, suicide is preventable. Most people who are suicidal don't want to die. They just want the pain to end. Often people are torn between wanting to give up and wanting to believe it gets better. You can change their mind if you are supportive and offer alternative ways of getting better. Don't give up on them. Okay? When people get better, it reduces their risk of suicide. But the truth is, many people who are severely depressed excuse me, and suicidal lack the energy to actually go through with any attempts. When they start to gain back their energy is when they might attempt. Furthermore, sometimes people start to feel better once they make up their mind to attempt suicide. Okay. So if someone comes to you, they say they're depressed, they're severely depressed, or who they're thinking about ending their lives, they just can't see a way to go on. Then the very next day, all of a sudden they're happy. That's one of the more dangerous warning signs. Okay? Because all of a sudden they're at peace. All of a sudden they're happy. Which means they probably already made up their mind. So that's the extreme warning sign to look out for. Sometimes people start to feel better once they make up their minds to attempt, and they often have a plan in place. Like a burden is being lifted to end their pain is in sight. Ooh. Man. That's deep, man. That's deep, man. Like a burden is being lifted or an end to their pain is in sight. That's deep, man. That's deep. Maybe it's deep because I've attempted. Okay. But if you know someone who is suicidal and they start to feel better, make sure to keep an extra watch on them instead of automatically assuming they are fine. Okay. So those are just some of the misconceptions about suicide, but the truth is. So, all right, that's it. And that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. May God bless you all. I'm out of here. Peace out. 988 Hope. You matter. You are loved.